Indiana Pacers, you're watching 2K TV.
Right now on NBA 2K TV, we're gearing up for All-Star with the Celtics' Jason Tatum. Glenn Robinson III, All-Star Weekend packs in my team, and 2K TV WoW top plays.
Hey guys.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Yeah, me too. Tonight we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, they split the season series against these.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone. For joining us here in the start of a new season. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We'll see the Charlotte Hornets defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. This, of course, being game one of the season, is their first look at the Celtics. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Yeah, I expect this first one to be a battle of wills, though. I mean, each side trying to gain the upper hand, not just for now, but for the rest of the series.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward out there with Beasley. Then there's Irving. Then there's Davis. And it's Smart in at the 2. And Chris, you love all the excitement and anticipation of opening night, don't you?
Oh, man, we've been waiting for this all summer. This is like Christmas, man. I can't wait. Let's get it going. Throw the ball up. Let's go.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
That's just outstanding awareness from Irving right there. Remarkable at finding his guys when they're wide open.
Noel, a screen on Irving. Walker goes in. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Rebound by Butler.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Drills it from outside. Ford's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Hornets.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Well, I wouldn't say that's his shot, but it's a shot he can make, and that really opens things up for the offense.
Butler on the way. The 3, good, and a nice assist from Ford. Butler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Ford against Irving. Over Ford. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Irving's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, that's just impeccable shooting from Irving. The D can get in his jersey all they want. It doesn't affect him one bit.
And Walker kicks to Collins. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. In the corner, Smart with it. Misses the 3. Hornets leading by 6. And Walker kicks to Collins. The kick outside to Butler. Walker in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. The dish to Noel. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. The offensive rebound. Ford up top. He has 6. Butler dishes to Ford. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. Ford's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the stripe.
Irving can't hit. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And Noel kicks to Ford. The kick outside to Butler. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc. They still can't cash in on it.
Feeds it to Hayward. Floats one. And the layup is good. Hayward's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And stolen by Hayward. On the wing, Irving. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
I like how Irvin fills the defense out. He's sensing he has room to shoot and fire once he gets the rock.
Noel, a screen on Irving. Walker goes in. He got... right to the cup using that screen.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Went.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive wins out.
Beasley. And the layup is good after an ice. Lead pass.
I love seeing Irvin share the ball. He has a tremendous feel for when to dish it to his guys.
Walker the pass to Collins. There's a screen by Noel. Ford kicks to Walker. Here's the screen. Inside. Tries again to the left wing. Ford. Off target from three-point range. Celtics trail by 4. Poked loose. Irving against Ford. To the middle. Here's Hayward. And sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket. And he'll go to the line.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. For Charlotte, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And Walker kicks to Noel. Here's Ford. The kick outside to Butler. Connects from three-point range. Butler's got 6 points.
And Butler has the touch from deep. A skilled outside shooter who you can't let get comfortable from there.
Beasley dishes to Smart. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And the 6th pick in the 2014 draft out of Oklahoma State. One of the Cowboys, Marcus Smart. Might not put up eye-popping numbers, Chris, but they love what he brings to the table.
Yeah, it's all about his heart. I mean, his offensive game has been a little slow to develop. He doesn't shoot great percentages, but when his team needs him most, it seems like he always has a big impact on the game, whether offensively, defensively, a big rebound. He's just a good luck charm for them. He's almost like the leprechaun.
They get the rebound. The kick out to Irving. The open jump shot off the mark.
He's got to be wondering, how did he miss that? I mean, he had all the space in the world.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Morris is checked in for Boston. Here's Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Celtics trail by 6. Irving kicks to Brown. Now here's Tatum. He's tightly guarded. That one drops for him.
And his ability to knock down shots from the mid-range. I mean, he just seems to roll that ball so easily off his fingertips. It looks like it's going in every time.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Chris, I know that when you go through a season, there are certain matchups that you love and certain ones that you don't. When you were playing, which other power forwards did you just dread, just did not like going up against?
Well, Kevin, I would kind of change that and say dread to me was love, meaning that I dreaded and I loved to go up against Tim Duncan because you knew you had to be prepared that night. I loved and I dreaded going up against KG. You know, I played in the era where in 1 week I could have played against Shaq, Rasheed Wallace, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Akeem Olajuwon. This is all on the West Coast. So for me, you know, I dreaded the Western Conference, but what's so good about it is that you just have to be prepared, and you can't dread the NBA. It's like you grew up wanting to play against the best players in life, and so I really loved the fact that I had to be my best every night, or you're going to get embarrassed in the league. So it was every power forward.
Never an off night, was there, Chris?
Never an off night, and you know, so I can't say I dreaded Karl Malone over Barkley or Olajuwon over David Robinson or Tim Duncan over KG. It's just like, hey man, you got to put your big boy pants on, get ready, and go to work, baby. Put your hard hat on.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Wasted no time on that one. Collins has got his third basket of the night.
Just amazing work from Walker. Really zipping the rock fast to the wide open man.
Irving kicks to Morris. There's Brown with the three. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his fifth rebound right now in the game.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Celtics trail by 7. Pass to Brown. Over in the corner, Douglas. Outside, Irving. Brown against Ford. Irving for three. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And it's all about positioning for Butler. Once he's deep inside the paint, there's no question he's going to finish that one.
And so it's Boston with it after the basket by Charlotte. Celtics passing it around. Here's Irving. Shot to stop the run, and the rejection by Noel.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm, and if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Celtics trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now listen, you can't afford to let Irving get room to shoot from distance. He's excellent at connecting from deep.
Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
And you see defensively, when they try to patch something up, he exploits a different weakness.
And the pass to Brown. Out to the right wing. In the corner, it's Morris. His three-pointers off the mark. Hornets leading by 9. Butler in the corner. Down low, Noel. It's stolen by Brown. Douglas, the pass to Morris. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Butler dishes to Ford. Reverses. And Walker kicks to Butler. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 6th assist on the night. Pass to Irving. Back to Brown. Boston, no good that time either. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Charlotte Hornets. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. And we'll be back with you shortly. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media, but also, perhaps the most demanding of all, are the expectations they've got for each other.
Oh, yeah. They're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from one another, and I got to tell you, it's fun to watch.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Well, and not only in terms of building the lead, but now the defense has to extend itself. That leads to other opportunities.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Charlotte, Collins is out there with Jimmy Butler. And there's Nerlens Noel, and there's Kemba Walker, and it's Ford in at the 2 guard. Here's Morris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
When Morris gets free from mid-range, he's very effective. Love seeing him getting it going from there.
Outside Irving. Here's Yabusele. He's covered by Noel. Morris with the bucket.
I don't know if that was by design or by accident, but the D not paying any attention to him.
And stolen by Irving. Lets a floater go. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Come on, Irving is such an amazing guard. Uncle Drew, he continues to show the young Bucks how to get it done out there.
And Kyrie Irving very steady with the ball in his hands. Not a lot of turnovers for a player who handles the ball as much as he does.
Yeah, he makes great reads. Pick and roll, drives, kicks. He keeps his dribble low, but sometimes he has his dribble high. He's great at the pocket passes, great off pick and rolls, great at screens, and can space the floor.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Collins passes to Ford. And again, the Hornets missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And it's Brown missing. Charlotte leading by 5. Butler dishes to Walker. He kicks it to Collins. Walker the pass to Noel. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Hornets.
And boy, they've been producing points both inside and out. That kind of symmetry offensively is a great sign, and it's correlated with their early success.
And it's blocked. Irving against Walker. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Brown. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They've scored 10 straight. Outside Irving. Back to Brown. The feed to Irving. Davis sets a screen. 6 to shoot. Smart wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Smart's got himself on the board with 3 there. Ford kicks to Noel. Here's Walker. Rebound Boston.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Here's Morris. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
But just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short-arm that layup.
And that one drops. And the Hornets lead by 4. Celtics on offense. This run now up to 13-2. Here's Smart, and Butler sends it back.
And Butler, one of those guys that's terrific at slapping away shots, utilizing that impressive wingspan on defense.
Here's Walker with the 3. Again, the miss by Walker. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Celtics trail by 4. Smart kicks to Morris. The screen from Brown. Morris dishes to Hayward. Back to Morris. Smart with the ball. Working on Walker. Smart misses.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Ford passes to Noel. Misses, and he wants that one back.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
In the corner, it's Hayward. There's the three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ford kicks to Collins. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Tatum, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Charlotte shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Tatum kicks to Smart. Over Walker. Smart misses.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And a wide open look for Walker. That shot, no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Hornets leading by 7. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Tatum. Got a hand on it. Here's Collins. 13 points in the game. Stolen by Smart. Brown against Ford. Now here's Brown. He's covered closely. Davis sets a screen. Brown kicks to Tatum. Over Collins. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And here's a look at some stats for Jimmy Butler. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 20 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Yeah, impossible to check right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Beasley's checked in for Jaylen Brown.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Smart dishes to Davis. Looking to end the drought, and it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Can you argue how explosive of a scorer Jimmy Butler is on the wing? I mean, he's a candidate to go off for 50 points on any given night. He's very efficient in how he scores, which is huge for a primary option.
Boston making a switch here. Yabusele's checked in. Hayward against Butler. Hayward passes to Yabusele. He dishes it to Smart. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Walker. And the rejection by Noel. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Tatum. And Walker kicks to Ford. From deep, Walker. Walker missing again. And with Jimmy Butler, it's not just that he can lead a team in scoring, it's the ease, Chris, and the efficiency with which he does it.
Well, he draws a ton of fouls. He gets to the line a lot, something he's recently improved on. He doesn't need the ball every trip down the floor either to be impactful.
And no fight left in the defense there after a teeth-rattling pick.
Collins dishes to Ford. And Hayward with the block.
Rare block shot by Gordon Hayward. He has the instincts to do more of this, but neither the suddenness nor the strength.
Celtics trail by 6. Smart with the ball. Looking to get it going. Noel with the block.
He hasn't been very precise at all this week.
And they continue to control the glass.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Noel's got 6 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Down low. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Butler. And the Hornets lead by 10.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Hayward on the wing. Pass to Yabusele. Back to Hayward. Here's Yabusele. He's covered by Noel. Dishes to Smart. He feeds it to Hayward. Pass to Yabusele. Beasley with a screen on Butler. Here's Hayward. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
That's just another one for Hayward. He's built up his body. Now he has the strength and endurance to score at will.
Collins kicks to Butler. They set the screen. Here's Noel. The dish to Ford. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to Collins. Good, and a nice assist from Ford. Ford's got 6 assists here tonight.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
Beasley the screen. Hayward kicks to Tatum. Offline with his 3.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
There's Walker with the 3. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Tatum. The 3-pointer, no good. And here's Walker outside. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've finished one half of basketball. Hornets ahead. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, y'all, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. That's Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. And boy, a pumped-up home crowd is behind us right now. Things were going Charlotte's way from the beginning. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense and great offense. At the end of one, they were still firmly in control, up by 12. In the second quarter, they cooled off just a bit, but were still playing confident and were able to finish the half up by 10. Shaq. And that wraps up the halftime show.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. And when you look at the younger generation of players coming in now, Chris, of course, you do the interviews, you see them, you talk to them. Is it easy for you to relate to these younger players?
Yeah, it's definitely easy to relate to them. I think that our generation had a lot of influence on their style, their kind of expression of self, just as the generations before us did. And we have that unique bond. I think that's one of the advantages I have, that I've known some of these players since they've been young. I know their habits. I know that they're good kids, good individuals, and they just express themselves differently. You know, do I like the way they come into a game dressed looking like, I don't know, Ozzy Osbourne and Run DMC mix? Nah, I don't like that. But people used to say that about my style and my clothes too, Kevin. I'm sure they did that about you too, you know. So, man, I just love it. I just take it as we have some of the best players that fans have seen, and I'm just enjoying everything from the wild clothes to the music to their style. But no, it's not hard to relate to them, man, because they're all pretty good kids.
Chris, just for the record, they never said that about me. I always
yeah, you always set the trend.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. We've got Hayward. Smart is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Beasley, and it's Davis in at the center position. Davis sets a screen. Here's Smart. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Ford. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ford's got 14 points for the game.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Beasley. Second shot opportunity, and the rejection by Noel. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
They are a lousy 1 for 5 for the half. They need to find a way to get it going there.
Walker's got space. Again, the Hornets score.
Now that's a nice use of the pull-up J from Walker, catching the D flat-footed and capitalizing on an easy opportunity.
Ford against Irving. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. He's got 14.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for the Celtics.
And there isn't a whole lot of positives that you can take away from his performance from the mid-range game so far. A lot of chances have come up empty for him, but he seems intent on taking jumpers out there. Something's got to give.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, and the Celtics bringing in Brad Stevens as head coach in 2013. That same summer, they made their blockbuster trade with the Nets. 2 home run moves for their franchise.
Here's Irving. 14 points for him. Beasley, the pass to Smart. Here's Hayward, and Butler sends it back. Collins dishes to Ford. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hornets lead by 15.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Irving. No good off the back of the rim.
Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one on him.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Now here's Smart, guarded by Walker. Puts it up from 15. Collins grabs the miss. Charlotte leading by 15. Inside. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Davis sets a screen. Feeds it to Smart. Back to Irving. To the left side wing. 5 to shoot. Money from the wing. Smart's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, the mid-range game, a lost art. Nice bucket by Smart.
Here's Walker. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Smart kicks to Davis. Irving against Ford. Got a piece of it. Now Butler. He's got 13. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Noel's got 8 points.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Well, give the coach a little credit. It's been some great play calling. Each guy doing his part. This is what you're hoping to achieve.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Yeah, but you have to control the pace. You have to keep it up, keep the tempo. That's how they built this lead.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. The Celtics making a switch here. Morris against Collins. Brown outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Kemba Walker picks one up. Well, there have been a lot of great young big men come into the league over the last couple of years, Chris. you think the post position is about to make a comeback in the league right now?
I think it definitely could make a comeback because of the players that we've seen enter into this game, like Cat and Davis and Embiid. But I also think that, the game has grown because we've had to see players like Larry Bird on the post extend his game to three-point area. We got to see Akeem Olajuwon get the first big crossover. So I don't know if the game will ever be the same with traditional posts, but I do know the game is in good hands with guys that have great skill sets, and so the big man is definitely back.
Ford against Irving. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, among the most feared one-on-one scorers in the league, that is Kyrie Irving. He has the handles to get to wherever he wants, no matter where he is on the floor. He's a threat.
And here is Ford. 16 points for him. Collins, the basket good off the assist from Ford. Ford's got his 7th assist in the game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And Kyrie Irving sniffing that 50, 40, 90 territory. 50% from the field, 40% from deep, 90% from the line. He is that kind of shooter. And Chris, what a handle.
Yeah, he's not just a stationary threat. It's his creativity combined with that efficiency. That's what makes him so deadly.
Now here's Brown. Not a lot of room. Over Monk. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Charlotte leading by 21. To the wing on the left. Ford against Irving. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. Coming off a terrific season. First in scoring, second in three-point field goal percentage, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston.
And when Brown's at his most dangerous is when he recognizes the spacing on the court and finds the open spots in the D.
One-on-one here. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Had the space there, but it's offline. Butler kicks to Collins. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Irving against Ford. Now here's Tatum. He has 5. Watching Jason Tatum, it's hard to find many faults in his game, Greg. He's strong inside and out and plays both ends of the floor equally well.
Yeah, kind of a jack of all trades, right, and master of none. He does everything reasonably well on the basketball floor, just doesn't do anything great. Having said that, though, Tatum is one of those guys that I think improves the overall IQ of your team, and terrific size at his position.
Boston shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Here's Morris. To the paint. Here's Yabusele. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Charlotte leading by 20. Ball's knocked loose. Ford against Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, after hitting a couple in the first, he has cooled down a bit here.
Ford kicks to Noel. The kick outside to Butler. A three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 20. Tatum with it. He has 7. The pass to Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Kyrie Irving is second.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Davis is checked in for Yabusele. Off the inbound, and Morris with the lay-in. Morris has got 7 points.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up. And when he gets his points within the flow of the offense, that efficiency has helped them build this lead.
Irving kicks to Morris. Shoots from the baseline. The reverse. It's deflected. Outside Butler to the inside. And Ford with the basket on the assist by Butler. Ford's got 8 points in the quarter.
And you just love how Butler works the ball around to his guys. A selfless player who wants to make his teammates better.
And Davis can't get it to go.
And as he squares up from mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
There's the pick. Butler passes to Ford. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ford's got 11 in the second half.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Irving drives in, and it's denied. Here's Noel. Good, and a nice assist from Ford. And that's 10 points for Nerlens Noel.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Davis with a screen on Ford.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon. And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player. The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range jump shot. Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
Over in the corner, Brown. And Brown throws it down.
What an athletic play from Brown, showing off his mad hops on these jams.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
Well, I don't know what they talked about at halftime, but they found a weakness in the defense.
And so it's Charlotte in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Pace of play is a big part of tonight, okay?
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And so it's Boston with it. Collins is out there with Noel. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And there's Monk. And it's Ford in at the 1. So that's the Hornets 5. Pass to Monk. Butler up top to the wing right side. Chris, if you were on the rules committee, what rule change would you like to see the NBA make going forward?
Kevin, there's not a rule I'd necessarily have changed, but I'd ask them to kind of reinterpret a couple of rules, and that goes with the flagrant foul. I often see so many plays that are just hard fouls called as flagrant fouls, and that can affect not only a player and later on whether it's a flagrant 2, but it can affect the game. It can affect the next game by how it's interpreted by a player being kicked out because of that. And so I just want to take the sensitivity or put the toughness back into that. So many flagrant fouls are called and they're not going at the head or they're chopping down on the wrist. And I just like to see it get back to be interpreted as it was a little while ago, maybe 20, 25 years ago.
Boston shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. And Augustine kicks to Douglas. Beyond the arc. Augustine, no luck. Charlotte shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? The shot by Monk is no good. The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And Augustine kicks to Morris. Charity stripe shot, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Beautiful looking jumper from Morris. He has such a nice release.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Augustine. Hits the jumper in space.
Fantastic rhythm on that mid-range jump shot. You can't give him space from there.
Butler kicks to Collins. Ford against Augustine. There's the screen from the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Monk. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And maybe not as highly touted as some other guards that went before him, but Malik Monk can be scary on the floor. He can get hot like no other, and once he's dialed in, the points just seem to flow.
The Celtics making a switch here. Beasley's checked in.
And Monk is an interesting player, a combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
Free throw line jump shot. Noel dishes to Ford. Butler passes to Ford. From outside the arc, it's Butler that time on the assist by Ford. And Greg, as you said, Monk has that ability to take over with his shooting.
I mean, Monk looks to get going with his scoring at all times, and he's just got that shooter's mentality where all shots are good shots. That can be a positive and a negative, but I prefer he have that aggressive mentality when it comes to scoring the basketball.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Going back to your playing days, Chris, you were drafted by the Magic but traded on draft day to the Golden State Warriors. If you had suited up for the Magic alongside Shaquille O'Neal, that would have been something.
Oh yeah, I would have tried to. I think I would have been the first Westbrook. That was my goal. If I was playing with Big Shaq, just do your job, and I would have averaged a triple-double easily. I would have averaged a triple-double. When you look at Dennis Scott, that would have been on the corner, Big Shaq up top, and that pick and roll right there, you're going to have to guard me or him, and I didn't mind throwing it up to a big fella. I love seeing people dunk from alley-oop, so that would have been fun. I would have tried to have Shaq break a backboard every single night. But hey, can't go back in time, man.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. They set the pick. Passes it to Yabusele. Nobody near Irving. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He is a dangerous outside shooter, and if you leave him open, he can bury them consistently.
Stolen by Smart. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Here's Irving. So the whistle blows on the... shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. 4. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Hornets making a change here. Stauskas is checked in.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
George Hill's checked in for Charlotte. And so Irving nails both of them.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
Butler against Hayward. There's a screen by Noel. Butler kicks to Noel, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
and doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
You look back on the last 5 off seasons or so, Chris, and there are usually huge names that change teams. LeBron, Durant, the first names that come to mind. As you went through the free agency process, how much of an influence did your agent or any sponsorships play in your role in that decision in picking your new team?
Yeah, I think every relationship with the player and their agent is different. For me, I wanted to go back to the place that I felt that was loyal to me. I wanted to go back to Sacramento because there had never been a small market team. I felt a really small market team that won a championship. And I saw Karl Malone try for all of those years. I saw Stockton try for all those years. Reggie try for all those years. And so I really wanted to be one of the first to kind of bring that back to the city. So my agent, my shoe company, no one could have said anything to take me away from that. That was a personal mission that I wanted. And I knew what I was dealing with at that time. But I think for other guys it's different. Some guys, want more commercials. They like to be in a bigger market. Some guys don't want that, and they're happy at staying under the radar like a Tim Duncan as long as he's winning. So I think for every guy is different, and I really believe that you have to make that decision for yourself and your family first, because if you do that, then the fans wherever you go will be much happier because you want to be there. You're not just buying time there.
Hayward on the wing. 14 feet away. Here's Davis, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13.
Wow.
Look out.
That's a beautiful jam.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Beasley kicks to Davis. Clock at 6. Here's Irving. Excellent D there from Hill. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Baseline jumper. That shot off the mark. Now the Celtics take it the other way. In the corner, it's Hayward. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 17 points for Gordon Hayward. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And you look at today's players, they have so many more ways to connect with their fans. But, Chris, at times, do you think that creates added pressure for the players?
Every player has pressure. I don't know about added pressure, but I do think it's a different time with social media, and you can hear everyone's opinion. So I think that you need to focus more if you're an athlete, but I don't think it adds more pressure, because whether or not someone can type it or say it in your face or boo you at a game, you're going to hear those words.
And at 6'4", 220, Marcus Smart with terrific strength for a combo guard, Greg.
I mean, he can just flat out bully most guards and even hold his own against the bigs. Beyond, though, that physical stature, it's his mentality that makes him special. He's a fire breather, just the type of player the Celtics look for.
Well, there have been some questions regarding the NBA's playoff format, Chris, if the division by conference is a good thing, or if we should open it up to even more teams. Should we even have divisions? If you were going to change anything, what might you change in the playoff format in any way?
Well, I'll tell you this, I would not add more teams. Please. I mean, if you're going to add more teams to watch more bad teams, right. No. If you can't win almost 50% of your games, no way.
Agreed.
I did hear one thing that was kind of interesting is that what if you ranked the teams 1 through 16 in the playoffs? So that, yes, I still believe in divisions.
Right.
Kev, because I want the season to matter. Divisions, championships, that matters for a fan base. Those type of things matter. So I want to keep those in there. But if you did 1 through 16, that way, so the last 2 teams didn't have to play the best competition until the end. I just think that might be interesting. You never know what type of matchups you may have, but I think we've been having some great basketball in the last 15 years, so I don't know if necessarily we really need to change anything about the playoffs.
Interesting observations. Here's Noel. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Noel's got 24 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Chris, as we all know, you grew up in the Detroit area. It's a town that has seen glory days and hard times. Talk about what it means to you to come from Detroit and what you see in the future for the Motor City.
Well, it means everything to me to be a Detroiter. I think that's what made me successful in my career, is that I took on the heart of the city and the fact that it's a hard hat town, a blue-collar town, and you have to earn your keep and you have to wish positive for the future. And so it's been great coming from there, and the hard times being from there, you know that we're resilient, and so it's great to see positive energy enter back into the city. It's great to see the Pistons play in the city for the first time in over 20 years, and so I see the future is bright for Detroit because Detroiters are always there, and as long as we have the people, everything else will be great.
You and I broadcast the last game in the Palace, and I'm wondering what you think the impact will be with the Pistons, as you just talked about, in their brand new building.
I think the impact would be great, but for fans. You know, when I was younger, I wanted to see the city. I wanted to see our team play, and I only lived a few miles from downtown, but about 30 or 40 miles from the Palace, and so I'm happy that the kids that supported the team, the dreams about being a Piston one day, I'm glad they finally get to go to a game. I'm glad that Detroit finally gets to really call the Pistons their own. What is it going to do? It's going to infuse positivity, and so hopefully for everyone, it's a positive environment.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Irving dishes to Beasley. Davis.
But that rebound was up for grabs to get, but his length really was the determining factor in him coming away with it.
Collins passes to Noel. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, and Butler just can't be stopped. I mean, even when the D knocks him around, he keeps his focus on the basket.
The NBA coaching ranks always looked at and scrutinized. Only 30 great jobs out there in the league, and yet they're on the firing line, it seems like, every season. Chris, what enables head coaches, in your opinion, to be successful? And has that changed over the years?
Well, I think what allows you to be successful, first of all, what is your acumen for the game? Can you communicate? Can you inspire players? Are you a humble guy? And, you know, I think those are the main things that you have to, you know, have as a coach. But look, players get traded all the time. Everybody's under pressure. So, you know, just got to do your best and keep it moving.
Got a piece of it.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Charlotte.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series. Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Collins kicks to Noel, and it's in there.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Here's Augustine. Pass to Yabusele. Here's Brown. The shot from the low post is good.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice run here, but too little too late. And deep down, I think they know it.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Well, a well-earned victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd really all night.
Augustine, no luck. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. You got to give it up for Butler, an MVP caliber talent with a real skill for putting the ball in the basket.
That free throw good from Butler. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Augustine against Hill. And the call will be against George Hill. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. He kicks it to Butler. Shot from the low block. Doesn't go that time.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And the call will be against George Hill. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Now we'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They won this game going. Thank you, David. Great interview once again.